Hey guys, so today's video is going to be kind of a vanity tour. I didn't want to do so much of a full makeup collection where I show, you know, every single piece of makeup that I own. I wanted this to be more of just a quick look, well, hopefully quick, a look at what I keep on my vanity. So, you know, makeup that I use a lot, my everyday, kind of my everyday makeup stash. Also, products that I've recently purchased. I thought I'd give you a look at some things that I recently picked up the other day, and also some products that I've just been trying out. So I thought it would be kind of interesting. The blue makeup drawers that I keep back there is where I keep the majority of my makeup collection, but honestly that is just a whole other animal, and I really haven't changed the organization in there pretty much at all since my last collection video. So if you're curious as to how I have that beast organized, I will link to that video down below. But honestly, it looks exactly the same in there. If I ever change it drastically, of course I will show you guys, but today I thought we would just kind of look at what I keep on my vanity. So if you'd like to see, then just keep watching. So the main thing that has changed since I last showed you guys my setup is my vanity table. I got a new one over the summer, and it's not a traditional vanity or anything. I basically just wanted a really big workspace and just a big surface to be able to experiment with products and stuff. So that is the Linman table, I believe, from IKEA. And then the gold mirror I got from Home Goods a really long time ago. Over here is where I keep the majority of my makeup collection. And I kind of go through this set of drawers seasonally to pick out, you know, seasonal colors, or when I need a specific product for a look, or I just need some inspiration. Most of my art is from Etsy. It's a big old mirror from Benefit. And I also just keep some hairstyling stuff, so, you know, combs, spray bottles, stuff like that. So as you can see, I do keep a lot of my makeup, most of my everyday stuff, in this left corner over here, and I keep a lot of products in my Muji acrylic cases. I have 2 3-drawer sets stacked on top of each other, and then I also have a bunch of goodies down here, which I'm going to show you. Foundations, Garnier BB cream, my Dior Air Flash foundation, and my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I keep a lot of facial sprays and mists, and of course my MAC Fix Plus, because you guys know I use that like 5,000 times a day. My beauty blender with my Beauty Blender solid soap. If you guys use any kind of like makeup sponges, this is a lifesaver, so love that stuff. I also keep my MAC Pro Longwear concealers out here because if I store them, you know, on their side, the pump doesn't work right. And then I have a few samples. The Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment, and then this is a rose face mask by Fresh. And then I'm definitely guilty of just keeping products out that I think have, you know, really super cute packaging. So you guys can probably guess why this is out here, because it has polka dots, of course, and I just like to look at it. And also I am experimenting with this. It's the Stay Flawless 15-hour primer from Benefit. So it's just like kind of a stick primer. And I always have to have my EOS Honeydew lip balm at hand because I love this stuff. And I keep my NARS lip lacquer in Chelsea Girls as well. And that is what this looks like, just a really pretty shiny nude color. And this mirror compact I got from Ulta, and I keep this on my vanity just because I think it's so sassy and cute. I've also gotten a few lip products from the drugstore recently. These are things I picked up in the past few days. This is the Lilac Color Riche lip color by Loreal, and the color that I have is in Lacquerized. I just put a swatch on my hand so you could see, but it's a really gorgeous shiny purple color, and I like how it's in a crayon almost, so pretty cool. I found this at Rite Aid the other day. And then this one is one of the new Maybelline Color Elixir glosses, and this doesn't look like much in the tube, but this color, which is Petal Plush I believe, is a really, really gorgeous color. And there is a swatch of that one. Then of course gotta have my hoops out because you need those every day. That is that section. And then over here in my makeup case, up top I keep all of my lip products, glosses, liners, and some of my favorite lipsticks. I do have a video where I go through and try on pretty much every single lipstick that I own, so I can't spend too much time on this section of my vanity, otherwise this video could go left really quick and I'll never finish it. So I do keep most of my liners and lip glosses in those Mercury Glass candle holders, and then I have all my lipsticks and stuff, mostly MAC, the gold ones are Milani, and then the red ones are the Maybelline Vivids in the back. And I do have, you can barely see it, but I do have an acrylic lipstick container or lipstick organizer. on top of there, and I will put the link down below where I found that on Amazon. I like to keep my color whispers out front, honestly, just because I think they look pretty all lined up. And then I also have a bunch of my Wet n Wild lipsticks there on the side. So here in this top drawer is where I keep all of my everyday makeup stuff. So lots of, you know, setting powders, powder foundation. This is a Beauty Addicts concealer, which is a newer product that I've been testing out. And I keep a lot of other concealers in here too. A little sample of my Tarte Amazonian, I think this is called the Airbrush foundation. I'm not exactly sure. I've been testing that out. Lip balm, a little mini size of my Ben Nye Cameo powder, and just some other things like that. Mascara seems to have made its way in there as well. Then down here is the infamous brow drawer. It can get a little crazy in here sometimes, but I do keep a lot of highlighting pencils, brow powder, my Anastasia brow products, lots of mascaras, and my most used pencil eyeliners, mostly the Urban Decay 24/7s. Down here I keep some other lip products, so lip stains and things like that, some extra liners. Most of those are Rimmel, and some of the Rimmel Show Off lip lacquers as well. So in this guy, this is where I keep most of my face products, so bronzers and blushes and things like that. I always have my Tarte Amazonian blushes in here. This is my favorite one, Glisten. Then my Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm, and my Mary Luminizer highlighter from the Balm. Down here is where I keep most of my eyeshadow quads. I have a bunch of these Maybelline Eye Studio ones, my Naked Basics palette, and then NYX Love in Paris. Okay, so this next one, I hope you guys are ready for this. This is my favorite of all of them, and I'm sure you'll be able to see why. It's where I keep all of my pigments, my loose pigments and pressed ones. I also have some single eyeshadows in here. And this is Mocha Mocha by NYX. It's really pretty. Tan, Copper Sparkle, Blue Brown, Vanilla. These three are definitely my most used eyeshadows. Handwritten, Saddle, and Brown Script. I also have NARS Galapagos, which I like to use a lot as well. And this is Benefit Skinny Jeans, cream eyeshadow, and then just a random powder eyeshadow. That one is called It's Complicated. That monogram, I just spray painted a gold block letter that I found at Michael's. I spray painted it gold. And then that skull picture is from Etsy. And I know some people are gonna think that's kind of strange, but for some reason I really love that picture. Over here, just on my vanity, I like to keep eyeshadows and palettes and things. Ooh, let me get her focused. Focus, man. Okay, there we go. And I just like to keep these things out because it kind of reminds me to experiment with new products or play around with the colors that I have. These are Makeup Geek pigments. This one is definitely my favorite that I've tried so far. This is called Liquid Gold, and I don't know if you can see, but it's like a greenish gold. I would swatch it out, but it doesn't have a sifter, so it can be kind of messy, but love, love, love that color. And I like to keep my Anastasia Lavish palette out because I've been using that so much. Try to give you guys a good look without blinding you with the mirror. But that is what that one looks like. And then I also keep my neutral, you know, everyday MAC palette out. I mean, you can never have too many neutrals. I use these all the time, and then somehow a blue eyeshadow snuck in there as well. And then I have some other palettes. I have been keeping this one out. These are Makeup Geek shadows, just to kind of remind me to, you know, play with color and experiment and practice different looks and try to incorporate more color into my day-to-day looks. I keep all of my jumbo eye pencils and like eyeshadow bases that come in pencil form. I keep them in that can. And then I have that longer acrylic, I think it's acrylic. This container right here is just kind of like a long, narrow container that I found at Michael's a while ago. And I really like it because it does fit a lot of brushes. As you can see, I keep most of my eyeshadow brushes in there, but it doesn't take up a ton of space on my vanity top. And I get a lot of questions about these. These are just, this is polyfill or beanbag filler. And that's what I have my brushes sticking in. You can find that at most craft stores. This picture is actually a picture of me and my boyfriend. That was taken in Key West, and check out my red hair. That's right. So that is my vanity, where the magic happens. Just kidding. It's always a work in progress. It definitely kind of has a mind of its own. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at what I keep on my vanity. It's almost like a what's in my bag video, except what's on my vanity. A lot more stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.